What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, we've seen a lot of stuff about Star Alchemist Holmes Young as far as the PvP battles go lately, especially with Interdimensional Arena. We might be having one more of those videos, so I hope you guys enjoy them. If you don't, leave a comment down below in those videos, be like, hey Barry, I don't care. But today, we are talking about Star Alchemist Holmes Young and why you build him, a specific, very reason why you build him. We'll talk about some gearing options like stones and stuff, but let's be honest, there's only one thing that matters with this hero, and that's his core. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it. So you will notice when we talk about this hero, it's either a do not build this hero or you have to build this hero type mentality. Now, interesting enough, it's not a hero we even have right now. We have a couple Transcendence heroes down the bottom here. Honestly, probably get rid of my Urania and get him, but she is a tenant, so it's a tough call. I have not had a use for it because, number one, if you're able to use heroes like Vulcan and you have heroes like Mockman, there's not that much of a need for Star Alchemist Holmes Young if you can just destroy the enemy teams in Void Campaign and all your game modes in round one. However, if you're not winning in round one, or you just need a little bit boost of I guess I'll just say survivability. I always click on you every time. This man is needed. However, what I will say is, as a free-to-play player, it's usually not smart going for Star Alchemist Holmes Young. He is not a free-to-play friendly type of hero. Typically, what you need for him is you need his core. Sadly, though, we've only had like one event, I feel like, so far at the mid to end last year that we actually had an option to get a core of origin. This guy right here, as a free-to-play player, and that's why it's kind of rough going for him. But when you do, his skills become very good. We're honestly just going to jump right into this immediately, because if you don't have this core, don't have this hero. Now, it says Core of Liberation level 3. You know what? Let's actually just take a look at the level 1, because that's what most people are going to be having access to. So right here, Core Liberation level 1. At the beginning of the battle, self gains 40 bottles of Immaculate Potion. Whenever an ally takes a basic or active skill, consumes 1 bottle of Immaculate Potion to restore the attacked ally's HP equal to 3% of their max HP and increase their attack by 5% and armor by 5%. So the first part of this, giving them a little bit of a heal back when they do take damage, that's good, especially when your team has shields, because if you've lost life but you have shields, you'll be able to regain that life very, very easily. And then also increasing the attack, that is very good, especially if your hero gets attacked a ton. Next up, when an ally releases basic or active skills, consumes 3 bottles of Immaculate Potion to increase the dot by 4% for the attacked enemy. Again, that part really doesn't matter. Honestly, if this didn't exist right away, the survivability part is like the more important to start with. But when an ally dies, there's a 35% chance to inflict perceptual disorder on 2 enemies with the highest attack. So it is a smart thing here. It targets, and a lot of times you're going to be running like an EOS, or you can run like a an Azrael or something, or carries if you're not in Void Campaign, to proc this right here. And this is what's really, really important. This perceptual disorder basically makes it so the enemy cannot attack. It's absolutely crazy. I wonder, does it say anything more on here? Oh, that's the wrong one. I clicked the wrong one. It doesn't. But perceptual disorder is the go-to for this core. Now, the rest of his abilities are decent, to say the least. Changes his basic attack to deal damage to 3 enemies and poisoning them. That does have some synergy with like the Freya, if you have Freya's 4th branch sublimed. Meanwhile, there's a 25% chance to get 1 of each of the bottles here. When a battle starts at the end of each round, Self has a 100% chance to get 1 additional bottle of either one at random, and a 20% chance for another bottle. Lastly, for every 6 rounds, gains 2 bottles of these. 2 bottles, like just the potions, come left, right, and center. Meanwhile, clears a debuff from Self immediately and restores Self energy by 100 and HP to equal to 30% of max HP. Besides, increases Self damage dealt by 12. Yeah, we don't really care about his damage dealt, but everything relies on his active here. So basic deals 1000 attack damage to the backline enemies. Afterwards, poisons all enemies. Again, a nice synergy with Freya for 6 rounds. Meanwhile, consumes all self-owned potions and effects are enhanced based on the type and number. So first one, that Void Extraction, 1 bottle, enhances the active skill to deal damage to backline enemies afterwards, poisoning them. Meanwhile, increases dots by 25%, capping at a certain amount of his attack for 2 enemies with the lowest HP. Besides all of these effects of 1 bottle, additionally increases the dot by 25%. So that's kind of cool at 2 bottles or higher. Star Prophecy, there's a 100% chance to inflict perceptual disorder. Again, this is the one that we really care about. On the enemy with the highest attack for 2 rounds. So this only does 1 enemy. With the core, when an ally dies, it affects 2 enemies with the highest attack. Meanwhile, it reduces the cooldown passive the Portal Stars by 1 round. At 2, it says, besides all the effects of 1 bottle, there's also a 65% chance to inflict an additional one on the enemy not currently inflicted with it. Meanwhile, it increases all allies' attack and speed. This is another reason why he's so good in PvP. And you'll see here, Perceptual Disorder. During its validity period, changes active skill and basic attacks to the affected heroes to poison one of your own allies at random. So you stop the damage coming in from your team, and instead they just poison their ally team. I mean, that's pretty good, but that's why, yes, he can still be good in this form here, but if we're talking specifically in game modes where you know you're no longer going to have the speed advantage, like Void Campaign, Void Vortex in the later Void Vortex difficulties, you're not going to go first. And that's why, yes, you do have this, which is really, really cool. It's a way to completely nullify the enemy from even dealing damage to you. But the big key here, actually, I guess we can just show it right here too. The big key with this hero is the fact that you can run suicide heroes and you can make it so that the enemies just automatically get perceptual order. 50% chance. It's going to take some RNG. If we take a look one more time at this one down here, it's only a 35% chance. So it does help your survivability if you're running heroes like an Eos, a Sun Devourer Eos, to give that, you know, energy drain potential and burn on everybody. If you're running an Azrael, Lord of Death Azrael, can constantly revive, keep proccing this over and over. It's just a really good skill to have. And yeah, this right here, though, is why you want it. It adds an insane amount of survivability. You get 40 of these potions right out the bat, just even in round 1. You just get this to proc so many times, and it keeps your team alive so that you can actually go. Because of course, as we know, if you're not going first, you're really gonna take a pounding from the enemy team, just dealing an insane amount of damage to you. So free to play players, not necessarily a hero you want to build. Definitely don't want to prioritize. You definitely want to get your main 5 heroes at least built first before considering this. If you're like a mid spender, low spender, definitely go for him because he's going to be the most beneficial. If you don't have giant killer heroes, this hero is going to be your godsend. So hopefully you guys enjoy this and let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys next time.